This week on Undercover Boss Canada, one of the nation's biggest retailers is in for a shakeup.
It's quite a hike.
Some of the marketing is really confusing.
Some customers get annoyed.
To turn business around, President John Gunn is going to work in disguise on his own shop floors.
You're wasting too much time.
So I gotta go faster.
When his week of secret inspections is up, he'll whip off his wig and return to HQ. He'll summon the hard workers he's met to his office. And what's said when the boardroom door closes surprises everyone.
Thank you.
With the world economy in a fragile state, top corporations must adapt to survive. The bosses of some of Canada's biggest companies are about to take extreme action. To stay ahead of the game, they're going undercover in their own organizations. Canadian fashion retailers rack up $300 million in sales a year. And Mexx Canada has been dressing the nation for over 20 years. But the company, which has stores in 55 countries and is headquartered in Amsterdam, is in transition.
When I joined the company 8 months ago, we had just gone through a right-sizing, or some people would call it a restructuring, where we went from being a sort of local brand, a Canadian brand, moving on to a more global strategy. When you go through some type of reorganization like this, it sends a lot of shockwaves through the organization. And I think that we'd be very naive to think that some of the things that have happened in the head office have not had a ripple effect in the stores and the motivation. There's a lot of American and European companies moving into Canada. So we're actually in a fight for square footage within the malls, which is based on performance. So there's a lot of pressure on the Canadian companies to fight to keep their space.
But winning the store wars isn't the only challenge facing the boss.
For the last couple of years, we have been continuously on promotion. And when you're on promotion, it ends up to be a drug for the consumer. The consumer's just saying, well, I'll wait for another nanosecond and you'll be on sale. The sales have taken a little bit of a dive, and this has been a really large challenge for me over the last 6 months. I want to go undercover and really get a good, consistent look at how we are doing as an organization. I was actually born in Aberdeen, Scotland, in a very blue-collar family. My mother and father divorced when I was 13 years old, and my father was left raising the children. I remember the day very, very clearly. My dad was changing the locks on the door, and I turned around and I had said to my dad, "Dad, what's going on?" And he says, "Your mother has left." I think that that shaped my life. I left Scotland when I was 18. I saw this interesting ad in the newspaper that was trying to attract people over to Canada's Arctic with the Hudson Bay Company. I applied for the ad, and bingo, 3 or 4 months later, I ended up in northern Quebec in a place called Fort Chimo, which today is called Kuujjuaq. And that's how I really started my career here in Canada. While I'm undercover, I will be assuming the identity of Jack Spencer. I'll be posing as a new franchisee owner of Mexx stores in Europe. I'm going to tell the staff that I've been sent to Canada to train in one of our stores. I'm being followed by a film crew making a documentary series about the international retail fashion industry in Canada.
With John's disguise complete, he's ready to show off his new look to his family.
Hi, I'm Jack Spencer.
Oh my Lord, they did a good job. You look 10 years younger.
Can I touch your mustache?
Yes.
I can't even take you seriously looking at you.
I'd still date you though.
Yeah, you would? You sure?
Yeah.
What is it, the hair or the mustache?
I'm actually going into the stores undercover.
Wow.
Someone that's seen him once in the store right now would not recognize him, for sure.
This is it. I'll see you guys in a week.
Yeah, don't get caught.
Bye.
With a day to go before his first secret surveillance, he's called his executive team into HQ to reveal his plans for the week.
It's phenomenal timing and crucial for me to get into the stores.
New manager we hired in Carpool.
Oh my God.
Hi, everybody. What do you think of my new look?
That is just unbelievable. Fabulous.
For the next week, I'm going to be on the road, and I'm not going to be president. I'm going to go undercover in this disguise. I'm going to find out what's really going on in the stores. This is going to be one of the most exciting, informative weeks of my life. Thank you, guys. See you in a week and a half.
Bye. Be well.
Oh my God.
I think it'll be a great opportunity for John, and he'll be able to come back to us with some good insights.
My biggest fear going into this would be I come back to the office and say my eureka moment is, and it's small crumbs. That would be a major letdown for me.
Coming up, it's John's first day, and assistant manager Kaylee's already swinging into damage control.
Broke it.
I had to break something.
And later, a call to arms.
You gotta do all these mannequins.
But John's all thumbs.
That ain't gonna work.
Yesterday, John Gunn was the president of Mexx Canada. But in the fashion biz, a lot can happen in 24 hours. He's about to embark on a week of working undercover.
Well, today we're in New Westminster in British Columbia, which is actually the location of one of our busiest stores in Canada. Because it's so busy in the store, I just want to see how the employees cope, not only with high traffic, but also with high volume of product. So it should be a very interesting day for me. Hi, Kaylee.
Yes.
Jack Spencer, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I hear I'm spending some time with you.
Yes,
So,
you are.
I want to learn as much as possible from you that I can.
Absolutely. I'll take you to the...
For assistant manager Kaylee, her first job of the day is getting the store ready for opening.
If the cash is not in the tills by the time we open, we can't open the store. I don't know if do you want to count this till?
Absolutely.
She thinks John's a new franchisee from Europe. She has no idea that he's actually the boss on a company snoop.
So how long have you been with Mexx?
Since 2007.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, and I just graduated it with my marketing management diploma. So I want to do marketing, but I love fashion, so I know that in order to kind of like make my way up into the marketing department of a store, I want to get the floor experience, so I know from a ground floor what happens, and then I could bring it to a marketing team and tell them, hey, in my experience, this is what happens, and I think this might work better. I realized that since last night, we were only a couple people closing. Mats weren't vacuumed, so now we need to vacuum the mats because that's not...
We being me.
Yes, you're here to help. These mats attract a lot of dust and strings.
I guess this is part of marketing.
In a sense, yes, because you always want the store to have a clean appeal. I mean, I look at how I go into stores and what I expect when I walk into a store, and it's all about the visual presentation, which is, in a sense, a part of marketing.
Oh, it's not a very good vacuum cleaner. I think the vacuum is not strong enough to attract the dust off the carpet, so we have to look at something like that. I think I'm going to spend all morning in one dressing room.
But we do open in 5 minutes.
I think we've got to go on some type of maintenance routine and make sure that the stores at all times look the best that they can.
Is it 10? Okay, perfect. So we need to open the door now.
Oh, you leave the door open?
Yeah.
Okay.
That way, no matter what, customers will always think we're open. So now we're gonna see how are you today? Customers need help. Is there anything that I can help you with or start you a room? You doing okay? Yeah?
Is this normal traffic?
This is slow. Usually there's people are tearing piles apart.
Outside, it's still raining, which could be keeping shoppers away. But John's hardly Mr. Sunshine, and Kaylee's had to have a quiet word.
I definitely think Jack needs just more confidence when talking to customers. So this is our cash system.
Perhaps the new trainee will be a bit brighter on cash.
If you're doing a refund, you'd press B.
I don't want to do a refund. Means I'm taking stuff back. I want to do one on my own. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Good. No, it's not going to. It was absolutely intimidating because of all the different buttons. Okay, so A, sale.
Oh, no, you're already there. Just rescan the card, and you'll just have to go through the same process again. Maybe he can get a little more confident on cash.
Have you ever done any...
Don't break it. You broke it.
I had to break something.
Stapler down. I'll just use that stapler.
Okay. That's $3,000. Total is $7,000. No, the total is $61.42. Actually, cash was very interesting. I find there's a great opportunity while you're out there to talk to the customers. Now, if they ask you for a survey, tell them the cashier was amazing. And actually get to eye what they're actually buying, so good area to be at.
After 3 hours of struggling on the shop floor, Kaylee's assigning John to the back room, away from customers.
This is stuff to us that we don't have space for on the floor yet, so we need to sell through our sale items in order to make room for this.
Okay, so this is what we call teamwork.
Yes.
With your marketing background,
Yes.
what do you want to do with it?
I would love to work with marketing and help create actual campaigns that customers do understand.
You find that they don't understand what Mexx does right now?
Well, some of the marketing is really confusing. You'll have additional 40% off, and then here I say Mexx Kids, but it could be misplaced and put in adult, so customers will say, well, it says Mexx Kids down there. I want the 40% off back there. And so it's just the finer details that customers either pick up on or don't pick up on. We get frustrated with sales, and I'm sure marketing probably gets frustrated with us because we don't exactly communicate with each other and know exactly what each other wants and what each other needs. And then at the end of the day, we don't know what the customers want. It's hard if a marketing team is only at the back office and all they see are the results. They don't really understand what us as salespeople have to go through.
And I think some of the ideas she had was very good. I'm going to go back and talk to our marketing VP, and I'm going to see if I can implement some of it in here and then see if we can roll it out throughout Canada. Do you live with your parents?
Yeah, I'm really close with my family. Before I was born, my mom was 19 and she got in a motorcycle accident, and she had me a couple years after that. So growing up, she was always walking with a cane.
Wow.
She was on the back of a motorcycle and she was hit head on by a drunk driver.
You're not serious.
And so she was announced dead.
She was pronounced dead,
Yeah.
and they revived her?
Yeah, last rites were given to her at the hospital.
Well, you imagine if she didn't recover, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. Wow, that is...
No, I wouldn't. She wasn't even supposed to have kids, so my brother was a miracle. I'm a miracle.
Oh, that's incredible. Is she still with a cane?
No, they were doing this study to help people walk again. And so I made my mom go to that. Now she has no cane, and she's one of the most active people I know. It gives me a more found respect for what life is itself, and to always, try to just live your life to the fullest.
Thank you very much for shopping at Mexx.
So, your shift is over.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I know.
Thank you very
No
much.
problem, thank
You're an
you.
excellent trainer. Kaylee is an exemplary employee, and I think it's excellent that we have people who have degrees, who probably have opportunities to move elsewhere, but have decided that they want to spend their time at Mexx. I guess what it means is they enjoy the job that they're doing for the time being, and my aim has to be to keep them motivated, keep them occupied, and keep them focused.
Coming up, a fashion disaster.
So I did all of that for nothing.
Our team goes a little bit faster.
And it's chaos when John has to deal with a horde of demanding shoppers.
What do you think?
John Gunn isn't the man he used to be. He's ditched his title as president of Mexx Canada to join staff on the shop floor.
Tonight, I'm going to be working at our Yorkdale store here in Toronto. Mexx launches a monthly collection, which means we have to merchandise the store every month, and I want to see if our vision is being properly executed at the stores. Hi, Mark. I'm Jack.
Jack.
Very nice to
Mark.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So
Mark's one of the store's visual merchandisers and has been with the company for 4 years.
When I come in and I see that slate, and I have to check in the computer to see if we have more. We know that we sold out of one color.
Oh, there was a color there?
Yeah. So what you want to do, slide this over, and then this, you open fold it. Am I speaking too fast? You're getting it?
If I get 10% of everything you tell me today, I'm going to be shocked. Wow, I don't know how you remember it all.
It's very easy, very simple.
No, for you.
I'm going to take you up to the offsite. Not like other stores, we don't have a back room. For myself, to make a trek to go down there, could range from 5 to 8 times a day.
Wow, this is far away from the store. I thought we were going to be merchandising, not doing a walkathon.
It's a good exercise.
It's a crazy trek.
So this is where we'll find most of our product that we need. This is where we restock.
Seems a lot of physical work to get it in the store.
Yeah, it keeps you fit.
For the amount of time that it takes to go down to the stockroom, but I wish there was something I could do so that we can actually make life easier for these guys.
One of the things that we could use in our store and be very helpful is utilize some of the space we have underneath the tables. Is we can put a storage unit underneath it.
Like it just fits under here?
Yeah, and over here, we can easily make this into what's called a cubby.
Okay.
Where you can open the door.
Okay, yeah.
And then you can have shelves.
Shelves, yeah. We could actually look at Mark's idea and build something in. I think it would pay off tenfold.
It's after 9 p.m. and the store is just closed, but the work continues for Mark and John.
These are the outfits for the window. So we're gonna work on the window.
Okay.
So you just push it up. So now you gotta do all these mannequins. What I do is I put it between your legs.
Okay.
Use your feet to hold it. He got better as the night got on, and he was able to actually maneuver the mannequins, which I feel is actually the hardest thing. Putting the arms on, taking them off, positioning the mannequins, positioning the bust forms, etc. Might be backwards.
No. Oh, yes. You gotta be really careful how you get both sleeves over the top. I thought maybe I'd have to take the sleeve out, put it through, or the arm. That ain't gonna work. This is working, but it's not. I found dressing myself a hell of a lot easier than dressing that mannequin, that's for sure. There, my first window change. Give me 5.
Good job. So we're gonna re-merchandise this table. Well, we're not gonna do it. You're gonna do it. I think you can do it.
I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, I need this off.
There is a little bit of pressure as far as condensing the old product so that we can make space for the new product. You gotta think on the fly. You gotta be quick.
Am I going too slow?
Our team goes a little bit faster.
I think this is gonna take me all night.
No.
I may not have enough tops up there to go with the pants down there.
We still have to implement these ones.
Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe I take the scarves out. So I did all of that for nothing.
Sometimes there's things you gotta change around. You gotta really think about it. You gotta say what makes sense for the store.
It's actually a lot of work. I think it's stressful. It's a lot of detail. To get a product to look like this, that someone's probably going to come along tomorrow and just grab it, shake it around, and throw it back on. How am I going to get this together? How do I get the vision across? But you seem knowledgeable. How long have you been here?
I started out Mexx when I was in school. I worked for them for 8 years.
Wow.
Mexx was always good to me, and I grew with the company. Like, I started off as stock. I was stock, got up into sales. In the beginning, I'll be honest, it was to help my mom out, make sure that, we're living comfortably. My mom was moving into a house, and I wanted to be responsible and move back. She was diagnosed with uterine cancer last year. I actually took 6 to 8 months off just to be with her and to take her to her appointments and make sure, she's strong and positive. But then to go for the chemo appointments and the radiation appointments, that was... Earlier this year, she was free of cancer.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Good.
That's a good story. Glad your mom's doing fine.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you,
But so he's really a family-loving man. He's got a great balance and a great attitude. It's quite outstanding. Mark, thank you very much. I've learned so much from you today. Things that I can use in the future, and I want to thank you for everything. I'm so happy that Mark is the one handling the visual. He's such an excellent ambassador for the company. I'm really glad that I spent this day in the store, so it was a day well spent out of the office.
Coming up, the boss finally excels at photobombing.
So that's all printed and everything?
No, it didn't print.
And later, Mr. Sunshine returns to the sales floor.
Jack, you need to interact with customers.
I'm trying to interact.
Mexx Canada big shot John Gunn is halfway through his week working in disguise, and he's discovering the real details of retail.
Today I'm in Calgary. I'm going to be visiting our Market Mall store. It just got relocated. It's opening today with the new loft concept. And I want to see customer reaction to the new concept because we're looking for an increase in traffic and an increase in sales.
Hi,
I'm Jack
Shannon.
Spencer. Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
I know you've got a really busy day going on, but I want to be part of it.
So they call this the loft concept. Today's our grand opening.
The company is testing out smaller, boutique-style stores. This location is half the size of the old store they had in the mall.
So when we moved, we had to go through all the sizes and downsize. When we moved to this location, I think a lot of customers are trying to find us again. We relocated literally from one end of the mall to the other. Already this morning, a lady came in and, oh my God, I thought you were gone. I'm like, no, we're just here. We're doing the big grand opening to let people know, hey, we're still here. I think that's word of mouth that we've moved is gonna take a little longer to get the sales up a little higher.
It's still a big concern for me that maybe some of my regular customers don't even know that we've gone, so we've got to rectify that situation somehow.
We are gonna get ready for the grand opening. We're gonna go around and hang the balloons, and the balloons are for the kids. So please, hand them out, kids come in. If you see an unhappy child, we wanna give the kids a balloon. We're gonna have fun today. I want you guys to have fun, relax, and have fun. That's the most important part, is have fun. So let's get to it.
John's first task is to greet shoppers in a relaxed and friendly fashion.
Good morning, welcome to Mexx. It's a grand opening today. Everything in the store is 50 off the regular price. So have fun.
His technique lacking, he's reassigned.
Well, bye. Bye-bye.
We need to replenish some men's shirts that have been selling really well in the last couple hours.
Fold this over.
Perfect.
Wow, that's an awkward sleeve.
Now this one you want to keep a little bit of slack, because obviously it's got, the cuff has to come over.
Oh, it's on the wrong side.
You would need a lot of training, in all honesty. See, you want the buttons in the middle, so that way you know your center. The folding part of it, that's part of our everyday thing in here. To run a business, your store needs to look clean, presentable, standards, guidelines.
Have you been in retail all your life?
Yes. And I've been pretty much doing retail for, gosh, it's got to be 17 years now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can absolutely tell that Shannon has a good quality background in retail, and she's made this her job of choice, or a career of choice would be a better word. And absolutely, she loves it. And no, people like that are very few and far between, and I'm just happy she's with our company.
Hi.
Hey, good morning.
Hello, you must be the photographer.
Yes,
Hi.
photographer.
I have a space for you. Follow me. So I thought we would move these racks out of your space for you.
Okay, so what is actually going on here?
We're gonna do some fun pictures with the kids as part of our grand opening.
Okay.
To help draw customers, kids are invited to try on clothes for fun and then model their looks to the camera. If the parents end up buying, it's a win-win for Shannon and the store.
Actually, this
Really light, lighter than you think.
I need it to be light for me.
There you go. If you want, we can take a picture of your kids that you can take home today.
Okay.
Free with us.
Yeah.
After observing Shannon, John takes a second crack at customer service.
A nice pink set with your glasses. Oh, come down here with me.
But the kids are proving to be an even tougher crowd.
One has to stand
Can you
here.
stand on that right on that
there.
tape?
Yeah, right there. Okay.
What do you think?
Having frightened the kids away, Shannon puts John on photo duty.
So I don't know how to crop them. I've never used that.
But it's another job he's not cut out for.
No, it didn't print. I've got to get this one printed first.
Okay.
It wasn't printed, right?
Ticklish.
Once we got up and running and the kids got into the Mexx clothing and they started wearing it, it was a nice surprise for me.
Good job. Your face.
Excellent for the kids to see the happy, smiling faces.
Today's launch, it went better than great. It was amazing. We had more people than we expected. The kids were super excited to get their picture taken, and it helped drive sales. It was amazing.
Look, Noah, look what we've got for you. There you go. Thank you.
I was very happy with the relaunch of the store.
Give me 5. Thank you.
Everybody was buying. The customers were excited.
I had a great time with you today.
Thank you very much for all your
Okay.
help. Good success.
And safe trip back home.
I think that Shannon is a very passionate, a very competent store manager. I think that we've got a good one on our hands, and I think that she can stay with us for a lot longer. Here I am sitting about halfway through my journey, and I must admit it's been very enlightening. It's crucial that a president or a CEO understands what it is to work in the stores. I think that I can go back to the senior management committee and tell them that I've had some findings that I think will definitely impact our business.
Coming up, disguised John meets Petra, who likes to.
Come on, move it, move it.
Too bad he doesn't.
have to go fast. Like,
I am going fast.
he is like slow, slow, slow.
It's Thursday, and disguised boss John is making another visit to Ontario.
Today I'll be working in Mississauga at our Heartland location. Heartland is a big box outlet concept. All the customers come here looking for things on sale. I really want to dig in deep to find out if our sales and promotion works. Hi, good morning. I'm looking for Petra.
Pleased to meet you, I'm Petra.
Petra, very nice to meet you. I'm Jack Spencer.
I hope you're a hard worker.
No, I hardly work.
You hardly work? Well, guess what? You're gonna work today. I'm marking down some items today, so I'll show you exactly how it's done. So all you have to do is adjust it here. These dresses are 50% off, so they're $74.99.
Okay.
So you mark it down like this.
Wow, you got me right to work.
Yes, man, it's all about work here. So you can give it a try and see.
Okay, now,
So it's here.
anywhere with a ticket?
I'd normally put it here where they can still see the regular price. Yes.
I used to put tickets on grocery cans.
Well, it's the same thing.
I'm an expert ticketer.
So you'll be a perfect person to work here then.
If that's all we do is just ticket, no, I
No,
wouldn't
no,
enjoy
no,
that.
no, 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 no. There's lots to do here.
Now, why are we marking everything down if the front of your store says 50 off? Is it 50 off of this price?
No, not off the sale price. It's 50 off the regular. But if the sale price is better than the 50 off the regular, we honor the sale price for the customer. Every week, we have a promotion running. Sometimes they run too many promotions at once.
Do customers get confused by different sales, or are they looking for something more simple?
They're looking for something simple because, you know what, it's so confusing sometimes. We have to explain it to them for them to understand. But some customers get annoyed. What customers do sometimes, if they find they don't get what they want, like 50 off the sale price, they'll just put it back and just leave the store. So it all depends on head office, what they want to run.
Does head office ever ask for your opinion? Or the store's opinion?
No,
Never.
no, they just send information.
Okay, now how long have you been with Mexx?
Going on 9 years now.
9 years?
Yes, and I'm loving it still.
Wow.
I do everything.
Okay.
I open the store, close the store, clean, merchandise, receive stuff, ships things out, whatever, I'm it.
So you do everything?
Everything, everything. My belief is that if you're a leader, you get your hand dirty, you get other people's hands dirty too.
So she's about to put John through his paces to show him everything she does in a day.
Move it, move it. You could be faster.
We're not going fast enough?
No, but we have to get it done, right?
This is very frustrating.
Keep it struggling, it's taking too long.
After John's tasked with almost every job in the store, the only thing left to do is service customers.
You need help with anything? Are you guys doing okay? Hi there, you doing okay? Everything that's on regular price, you get 50% off today, okay? Great. Jack, you need to interact with customers.
I'm trying to interact.
You trying?
Serving customers was actually a little bit of a shock for me. I'm just tagging along. She's teaching me how to sell.
Oh.
Honestly, I was like lost. And thank God my career didn't depend on selling today. So were you born in Toronto?
No, no, I'm Trini. I'm from TNT, Trinidad.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
When did you move here?
I moved here about 13 years ago.
So did any of your family move over with you?
No.
You're
I'm
here all alone?
All alone.
No.
Just me and my Jesus. We rocking it, so it's all good.
You and your Jesus?
Yes.
Okay. How often do you get to see your family?
I don't really go.
So when you came here, where did you live?
Well, I rented an apartment. Well, to tell you the truth, where I'm living now, I don't really call it my home. I'm just renting there.
Okay.
I'm only living there because I had no choice. That's what I could afford. Because I don't like elevators. I don't like really meeting people in an elevator because you don't know what's happening today in this world. You don't know who's your neighbor.
Are you in a rough neighborhood?
You know what? I just come and go. I stay in my apartment. I don't really go around. You know.
So were you ever married?
Well, I had a boyfriend back home, and he drowned in the sea. He went to the beach because they had a boat race in the water, and they say once there's boat race, there's undercurrent. So it just swept him.
How long ago?
Probably 20 years ago now.
Wow, how long were you dating him for?
11 years.
Childhood sweetheart?
Yes.
Wow.
Guess it wasn't meant to be. That's my story.
No, that's...
But you know what? It didn't keep me back. I keep pressing forward. Because how I look at it, life is full of experiences. You got to learn from it.
Petra's had a lot of adversity and hardship, and I just can't get over how positive she is. Here's a world full of a lot of people who have gone through less adversities and they're negative. They would have thrown in the towel. She is just out there saying one day God's going to pay her back, and hopefully this will happen to her. It was such a wonderful day.
Thank you, dear.
I wish
Been a
her
pleasure.
good luck in the future.
Thank you, dear.
The store was very well organized today. The staff were ready. Great visit, great day, worthwhile.
Coming up, there's heavy lifting to be done, but is John up to the job?
You're wasting too much time.
And later, it's time for him to put his cards on the table.
Good afternoon. I'm John Gunn. I'm the president of Mexx.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Rag trade boss John Gunn has been having his roughest week ever at Mexx Canada.
This is working, but it's not.
Come on, move it, move it.
I had to break something.
And he's finding out what life's really like on the shop floor.
Some of the marketing is really confusing.
It's so confusing sometimes.
It's Friday, and he's about to start his last shift.
Today I'll be working in the stockroom of our Vaughan Mills store. This is where most of our final inventory gets sent for clearance. So they are actually one of the stores that gets loaded with the most inventory. So very interested to see how they cope with it and get it on the floor. Kim?
Hi.
Hi, good morning. I'm Jack Spencer.
Hi, I'm Kim. How are you doing?
Looking forward to working with you today.
Yes, good.
So, what are we going to be doing?
Okay, what we do now is look around to see what needs to be refilled. What I like to do is just do a quick walkthrough, like, okay, there's an empty spot here, and another way to tell is just by pushing the item like this here.
But you don't physically put it on the floor. You would put it on a rack and then give it to the staff?
I would do it myself.
Oh, wow.
I would do it myself, yeah. So if you could grab me the white blazers, be careful.
That's this one. Oh, there's another one down here.
Just rip, pull, let's go. It's a fast process. Pure leaders here. I'm coming! So what we want to do, you have to stop that now, because now that...
Yeah, but I'm going fast.
No, you have to stop. You have to stop, because he has a time limit.
Thank you.
Just drop them, drop them.
Wow, you've got to be strong for this.
Yes. I don't think anybody understands what it actually takes to work back here in the stock room.
This one's a bit heavier, but I'll put it up. I think my mini python's got a little bit bigger today, lifting boxes.
Which one is
heavy?
Heavy, then put it at the bottom. Put it at the bottom. No, put it at the bottom. Put it at the bottom.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, not bad.
Sometimes they don't send us the right pieces. Sometimes we already have like 30 million of it, and it's like we don't need it.
And they still send you more?
And they still send us more. Sometimes we have a lot of junk back here, and it's just that we have so much product, and sometimes we don't know where to place it.
I think what we've got to do is we've got to look at a replenishment cycle, and maybe we need to wait a little bit longer, because I think that we would end up completely overstocked by size on every style if we continue down this path. Something we've definitely got to re-look at. Do you give feedback to the company?
I do give feedback.
And they listen?
I think so. I haven't personally talked to anybody in head office, because I think sometimes you have people in head office, they forget about the people in the store. It's almost like two different countries.
So where are you from originally?
I was born in Jamaica, came here when I was 6, went to school.
Did you study anything in school?
I was taking business marketing, and then I recently went and took a fashion course. But unfortunately, a certain situation happened where I wasn't able to finish with the program, which I would love to.
I don't want to probe, but a situation happened.
I got into a car accident last year, so I was taking the program. Loved it, met a lot of people, was ready to network, and this was it. Like, I found my goal and my passion.
And then you had a car accident?
Then I had a car accident. It was really bad. Well, my car, it caught on fire. It caught on fire. I hit the guardrail. It was a nightmare. My life flashed before my eyes, and usually I have my son in the car with me, and that one night, thank goodness he wasn't there. I'm definitely waiting to get the opportunity to go back to school. For me, it's right now financially, I do need to work full-time to take care of my son.
How old's your son?
He's 9, Jaden. He's amazing. He's an amazing little boy. I love him so much. I'm a single parent.
Oh, you're a single parent?
Yeah, I'm a single parent. So
oh, wow, that must be...
It's hard. That's why, I'm trying really just to set my career now. Like, really set it and just blow with it.
Can you get a career with Mexx?
I hope I can.
Yeah. So this is how they pack?
Okay, so this is coming from another store. Just take it out of the box. Packaging is really important. Like, some stores, they don't put them in properly. They just kind of throw it in the bag. This one is fine. They actually folded everything.
So I count them?
Yes.
16, 17.
Okay, and what does it say on the slip?
17.
17? Okay, perfect. So now you want to get some pen hangers and start clipping them and hanging them. You have to go fast. Like,
I am going fast.
That's fast?
That's fast for me.
So if you tell me that there's, like, say, 100 customers right now on the floor, and they want all these boxes done, you think that's fast? Yes, no? Okay.
Okay, so I gotta go faster.
He is like slow, slow, slow.
I think she's a bit of a drill sergeant. I don't think that I'm going fast enough for her.
No, that is too slow, slow, slow.
Wow, this just looks like it's thrown in the bag. Wow, it's horrible the way they look now. I'm really upset with the way that they pack this stuff. This is expensive goods. Why don't you ship it the way you'd like to receive it? I'm sure the shipping store would hate to receive it this way. It's sort of like, great, it's out of my store, it's over and done with. Definitely a big, big annoyance for me.
Wow, you should have had all those shirts hung up by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's fast, fast, fast.
Wow, she is hardcore and at full speed all the time. After spending the day in the stockroom with Kim, I find that she's handling it very well.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Nice meeting you, and all the best. Have a good
Bye-bye.
one. Okay, bye.
I've got sore feet, I've got perspiration, and I've got a lot on my mind to think about, so definitely worthwhile coming into Vaughan Mills for the day. I went into this looking for good and bad things, and I feel much more aware of what's going on at the store level. I'm actually very excited to get back to the office to start implementing some of the things that I think that we need to change.
Coming up, Kaylee, Mark, Shannon, Petra, and Kim are called to the carpet.
You're my inspiration.
Thank you.
Mexx Canada President John Gunn has returned to his office.
Ladies, gentlemen, it's great to be back in the office. What I saw there was tons of opportunity. Stock flow was the most unanimous thing that I heard about. This is definitely something serious. Promotions, too many. Marketing, they feel that the signage is confusing sometimes, not strong enough, not powerful enough. I think we've got a lot of opportunity here. So we've got our marching orders. Let's get to work. Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Kaylee, Mark, Shannon, Petra, and Kim are on their way to HQ. They think they'll be evaluating the guy who worked with them this week. But he's got other plans in store.
Good morning, Kim.
Good morning.
I'm John Gunn. I'm the president of Mexx. You weren't working with Jack Spencer. You were working with me.
No.
Oh my gosh.
So happy to meet you.
Oh my gosh.
It was finally nice to meet you. Without the wig and the glasses and the funny hair.
How did you pull that off? Like, I never get hat.
Oh my gosh.
Petra, I take my hat off to you because you've been with the company for 9 years. You've been positive, you've been smiling. We're blessed to have you within the organization. I'm going to send you back to Trinidad and Tobago for a vacation. We will pay for your trip and we'll pay for your time off. I want you to take time. I want you to see your family.
Thank you, dear.
On another note, you said that you were afraid of where you live, which, wow, it really touched me. I'm going to give you an apartment fully paid with utilities for 1 year to help you live in a safe place. It's okay. I understand. Look, not only did you touch me professionally, but you touched me personally. You're my inspiration.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you.
You got to do your utmost most in your workplace. No matter what the situation is, make the best out of it. Just thank God for the little that you have. And you never know what will happen in the end. Thank you, Jesus.
Shannon, working with you was fantastic. And you have phenomenal experience in the company.
Thank you.
You're so passionate. And I'm so glad that you ended up joining us. You had one of the newest loft concepts, and I wanted to really find out from you how it was in the store. And I made a lot of observations.
Okay.
But finally, you're in front of John Gunn.
Right.
So if there's anything you'd like to elaborate on.
Or if you decide to open up a new loft concept in the future, put the word out 3 months in advance that you're moving, not 2 weeks or 4 weeks in.
And I agree with you. We need a little bit more feedback from the managers. We're going to be opening up a couple of loft concepts.
Okay.
And I'm going to involve you in the layout of the store.
Okay.
I
Cool.
think that you've got a great eye for this.
I think that's a great opportunity. I would love to be part of that.
But what I'd like to do for you personally is I'd like to send you and your family to Epcot Center, Disney World in Florida.
Oh, wow.
Obviously all paid by the company. And I think it's something that we'd like to thank you for everything that you've done for the company.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Thank you. That's great. I'm glad to be part of Mexx. This is great. Thank you.
You're very welcome, and I want to thank you for being such a great employee.
I learned a lot from that store opening. Now I'm going to be able to help him out and do all this. It's going to be great. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Kelly, I was very impressed with your knowledge because you had some tremendous feedback on the way that we run the promotions. No, the other thing that I was impressed with was the fact that you had done your background work into marketing and advertising. I made some calls, and you'll be happy to know that I've got you a paid internship at one of the top companies in Canada.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You have definitely been a very inspiring employee. Just the fact that you have taken the time and you have given a lot of passion and dedication to the company. One thing that I'd like to do is I'd like to give you the opportunity to get a rest and take a break. I'd like to give you a trip for you and a friend to anywhere in the world that we will pay.
Thank you.
It's okay.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
No, this is for you. And I thank you for everything that you've contributed to the company.
He saw something in me, and that's amazing, and it makes me feel really good. I feel incredibly special. I can't ever explain how thankful I am for that.
Mark, you were such a great trainer. When you took me down into the dungeons, and I thought I was on an 18-hour walk to get to the product. I think that you opened my eyes to a couple of things. You're in a very dire situation for storage in that store. So what we're going to do, we're going to build some cubbies under the tables. You're going to give them a lot of input so that we can actually roll this out to the chain, because I think it's a wonderful idea.
I'm very thankful.
There's a little bit more.
Okay.
For a good part of my career, Mark, I've been working abroad and I've been inspired by a lot of things that I've seen abroad. I'd like to send you on a European tour into some of the major fashion cities so that you can actually look at all the fashions. And of course, all of this, including your time, will be paid by the company. So that's wonderful. Wow. The other thing that I think I was a little bit touched with was you've spent a lot of time with your mother, which I think is amazing. So what I'd also like to do is I'd like to donate $5,000 to a cancer foundation of your mother's choice on behalf of your mom.
That'd be great. Oh my gosh. It's all for my mom. That's who I work for.
Thank you for what you did personally to me on this trip. So thank you.
Now I have support of like a company, and I'm meeting the man himself.
You're such an inspiration.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
Kim, I'm not sure if I have enough adjectives to describe how well you did. You really made me proud, and it was like I found a CEO of Vaughan Mills Stockroom.
I do take pride in what I do on a day-to-day basis, for sure.
I want to use you as a pilot project on setting up a back room. The next couple of stores that we're opening, I'd like to involve you in the stockroom layout.
I'm honored and very overwhelmed right now. Wow.
Look, you own that back room, and I think that you, more so than any of us sitting here in an office, can map it out and you can help us.
Thank you.
I know that, no, you're a single parent.
Yes.
I'd like to give you $10,000 to alleviate some of the pressures. And I know how much you love Jaden. So what I'd also like to do is put $5,000 towards a scholarship or a future registered educational plan to help you out.
Wow. And at the end of the day, it's always been for my son. I just do what I can do for him. And it's not much. And now John gives me the opportunity to do so. And I just feel like something's been lifted off my shoulder. And it's here. And now it's just for me to run with it.
I'm re-energized, I'm reinvigorated, I'm inspired. Getting to the level of the staff and seeing what they do on a daily basis was absolutely amazing. The good thing as well was I found out some things. Definitely, this is going to help us become a much better organization.